No, there's lights.
Huh.
Action.
I don't know, nothing's moving though. Can you hear us, people?
I didn't know that got turned
Yep, I
off.
can hear it off your phone.
You can?
Okay.
Good. Well, thank you.
I'm gonna need copies of some of these things, so I will go through them all again. Looks like we got SMPDC's load of salt.
No, that's
No?
not salt. That's to buy into their program.
Okay,
So we get their reduced rate. They contract with a salt company,
okay,
and this gets us the reduced rate.
nice.
So hopefully it offsets.
Yeah,
Oh, boy. 300,000. What's the biggie here? Oh, that's right. Road contracts. Okay, why don't you go ahead, Danielle?
Sure. I don't have a whole lot. It's been extremely busy with early voting, absentee voting, and tax collection, so keep it short and sweet. Absentee and early voting is open until October 31st. You're welcome to come in the office and vote. You can come in and fill out an application and take the ballot home and vote in the privacy of your own home. And you can also call us and we'll put one in the mail. So that is available until October 31st without a special circumstance. So the 2024 taxes are also due by October 31st to receive the 2.2% discount. The principal payment amount is due December 2nd. Just some reminders, but I did want to ask, there's been a few emails back and forth about what our plans are for the website. Has anyone given it any thought, or what direction we want to go in?
I did talk to Debbie today,
Okay.
and she felt that if we could bring over some of the, is it the real estate
Yes.
that's already in a form that can be put on a website, that it would be cheaper to go ahead and rebuild the stuff that and instead of trying to get the GoDaddy one back up again.
Yep. But that would also be a cost. So.
Yeah. But I did ask her if she would come in and talk to us about it,
Oh,
and she
okay,
she
good.
would have done that today, but
Oh.
I said we were too busy today. So what do you think
Okay.
about maybe next Monday, having Debbie come in? She
Yeah.
would wants to come in as early as she possibly can, so she doesn't drive in the dark.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
all right, well, 4:30 then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
does that work?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yep.
Do you
And I'm
need
gonna put
any
these up here.
information leading up to that meeting, or any other additional information, or?
I can't think of anything right
Yeah.
now, but we probably will. Yep. I think it's pretty much what we've kind of talked about already in terms of, do we bring up the old GoDaddy one, or do we rebuild?
Build the whole thing? Okay. And that's about it. We've been doing deposits regularly, so I gave you the updates on the 2024 payments, almost 1.3 million. And the balance on the reserve account, 789,000 and change, and almost 1.4 in the checking, so.
You did over $1 million in 2 weeks.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Isn't that
That's a
crazy?
lot.
It's
I-
rolling in.
A lot of work.
I apologize, the other updates aren't there. It's just-
No.
That's okay, understandable.
Jeez, Dan.
Good to know, though.
Okay, you all set then,
I am.
for now? Great, thank you. Okay, we approved the agenda for tonight, and I think if we haven't signed, then at least 2 of us have signed the minutes from 2 weeks ago, since there was no meeting last week. We've been through the bills to be paid today and the bills to be paid next week. The bills to be paid today totaled over $300,000. We had a big one for, we had the first of the plow contracts, which totaled close to $100,000. And then we had, what was the other big one on there? I think it's the last thing. Yeah, there was a paving.
Yep, Shaw's,
Yeah, for 170,000?
172.
Yeah, 172,000. So we get to 300,000 very quickly with those numbers. All right. We have 2 abatements for 2024. One was for a structure assessed against the wrong property, and the other one escapes me right now. So I think you've got them there, Aaron.
Yeah,
What
I
was
think I
the
just signed.
second abatement?
Building construction after 4/1.
Oh, okay, yeah. A building that was not started until after April 1st was assessed, because they didn't get out there on April 1st. I know there was discussion about whether we could go back multiple years on abatements for incorrect abatements. In this case, I don't think it's gonna matter, because I don't think that structure was built until last year, so it wouldn't have been assessed the prior year. But because of the way laws are written, we can only go back 1 year for things like that. Now, that's just the way it is in the state of Maine. Tire drop-off review, very successful. We got, I believe Jen said 484 tires. Mellon was very responsive and was here with a good crew. Jim also helped out. We did unfortunately have some early drop-offs. We stressed that that was not a thing that should happen, and we really don't appreciate that, especially when 2 of them were on rims. So we're going to be looking at our security tapes when we have time. And we'll be in touch with those that we can identify. Okay, we want to talk about the bill payment schedule and why we have 2 sets of bills. One that will be paid this week and ones that will be paid in following weeks. And do we really need that?
Dave needs to sign a couple more too.
You know, I think it was instituted so things would not be paid early. Unfortunately, I think it leads to some things getting paid late. Now, personally, I don't think there's really a need to do that. I think bills come in unless there's something either really large or aren't due for 6 months. I mean, I don't know if we get any bills that are that far out, but if we do, then we can put those off. Other than that, I don't see why we don't just pay what comes in. I look for any comments on that. I mean, it just simplifies the process a whole lot.
That's what I think too. It would simplify it a bit to have bills come in, us sign them and look at them.
Yeah.
And if we have any questions, we could pull them out.
Yeah, obviously.
Still have the folder in case you
Yep.
do need to pull.
Right,
Yep.
right, and we would note that to you. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go with that then. Starting next week, we'll have 1 set of bills to pay. Should be more straightforward and easier for people doing the administrative side. Okay, next thing is the Community Resilience Partnership Grant utilization. And I'm gonna look at Jen to fill us in there.
Okay, well, we've signed We signed kind of a resolution for Parsons Field to be part of it. It's basically just a form that says we'll be part of the Resilience Partnership. Doesn't cost any money, doesn't really require anything. But part of the workshop that we held back in September kind of brought forth 4 different areas that we could work on as a town, with the most votes leaning towards solar, some kind of solar project that the town could do. And the reason we held it is because we can get $75,000 worth of grant money towards some kind of climate mitigation or resilience project. Solar came up as the big one. Sidewalks improvement was another one. Recycling improvement was another one. And as was, what was the 4th one?
Heating
system.
Yeah, the heating system. I kind of like, to me, the solar and the heating kind of go hand in hand, whether or not we would use heat pumps or use the solar to make the electricity for the heat pumps. But we do need to come up with a project so we can start writing the grant towards a specific project. It looked like the community was in favor of solar, and we can think about it, and if we decide to go that route, decide what it is we want to do with a solar project. Do we want battery backup? Do we want to use the money towards getting more money towards putting in heat pumps or producing more electricity? There's one town in Maine, Limestone, Maine, that partnered with another company to produce electricity for their town, for the community. And I've asked them to look into that a little bit to see if that's something Parsonsfield might be able to do, since we have so much land that could be used for solar arrays. So that's kind of where we're at, is deciding on what specific project we want to use.
Okay.
Yep.
So we need to have further discussions on that. We haven't really gotten past this first stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if we can come up, I think if we can come up with something for next Monday, then I can at least let SMPDC know where we're
Okay.
headed
Okay.
and focus on that. Whether it's using solar energy to get this building to a place where it can be a shelter, or, using it for other things. So,
Solar for a shelter, I guess. Well, all right.
I mean,
we can talk
yeah,
about it.
yep.
Yep.
And what's the best use of the grant money right now?
Mhm.
Because we will have opportunities to apply for more grants, and what would be the best use of that money right now? Can $75,000 really, be used for heat pumps in the entire building? Maybe, maybe not. We might need more money, but can $75,000 improve the sidewalks in town? Possibly.
Especially if DOT is willing to
Chip in.
in.
Yeah.
I mean, they talked about 50%. I don't know if they're still willing.
Yeah, sometimes there's match with different grants, and you can use this money as that,
Mhm.
as part of it, so. Food for thought.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right, let's see, now I lost my, there we go. Okay, that's the end of our targeted items. Bring it to board updates. Do you have anything else, Jen?
Well, we had our food drive, which was pretty phenomenal. We gave food to 40 families in the area. Yep.
Excellent.
Effingham to Parsonsfield to Limerick and Newfield, so 40 families participated in that. I wanted to just actually thank the 21 Club, that is a community-oriented group of women, and I think it's just women, but
Yeah,
they
it's women.
they installed a bench on the little park area down on the corner of Elm Street and Route 25. And that was their community project for the year, and it looks really great, so I just wanted to thank them for that. Yeah. Let's see. We had a nice conversation with an assessor, another assessor, to put a bid in for assessing. This group said that they probably could do it in the next fiscal year, so starting sometime in '25, like July of '25, they could start working on it. Our O'Donnell's gave us 2028 as booking out till then, so that was something that they'll get back to us on. I think I probably will bring up the fact that one of the applicants for a cannabis facility came in asking about the potential for the town, the select board, to give them a pending approval of a permit prior to getting a permit or approval from maybe OCP or the planning board. And I think what we've come up with is that until we have all the documents in hand, that's when the select board will look at them and review them, as opposed to giving any kind of pending approval now. So, I just wanted to put that out there because I know whoever was asking or listening probably will wonder if we would bring it up, so that's where we're at. We'll get all the information, and we've been getting some information too, so. I think that's all I've got here. Yep, that's it. Okay.
Aaron, anything?
Yeah, we received 2 thank you notes. One from St. Matthews, and then the parish food pantry. So we received a couple thank you notes for the expense that was approved at the town meeting. So I have those letters. Thought that was very nice. I know those all went out a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was good. And then I have, after receiving one more, I now have 5 forms ready to go for the recreation committee. So from a process standpoint, I don't know what we need to do, if I need to.
Well, we need to approve them
Yep.
and then sign them. Now, I don't know if you want to do that now? We can. It's been a
Sure.
short
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. So the 5 people, Justin, JP Espinosa, Harvey Maycumber, Eric Frey, Amanda Mudgett, and Clifford Krolik.
Okay.
All expressed interest, and talked to them about it, and they're excited to get started. Looking forward to the opportunity, so.
Okay. Have you had any others, or is that?
Those are the
That's
ones.
it. Those
Yeah.
are the ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I got a chance to talk to Cliff last week. So I have the original 4 at the
Ah,
beginning of
uh-huh.
October, and
Okay.
then got a chance to talk to Cliff about it last week
Okay.
when I was here on Thursday. So
All right.
yeah. So I think we talked about doing the 5-year term, so ends at town meeting 2029, which feels like forever, and also tomorrow. And so, no, I think it'll be good. I think be great to get us started, and once we get everybody on board, we can schedule that first meeting and start the process.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Along that same line, we had the appointees to the Piper Fund and the Elijah Fox Fund met last week. So
Okay,
now.
Can we get through this?
Yeah.
Because, we need to, do you want to make a motion, one of you, to appoint these 5 people to the Recreation Committee?
So I can do that. I'll make a motion to appoint Justin Espinosa, Harvey Maycumber, Eric Fry, Amanda Mudgett, and Clifford Krolik to the Recreation Committee.
Okay.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and second. Any further discussion? No? Okay, all in favor? All right,
Wonderful.
so if you give us a moment, folks, we will, sign those appointment sheets.
I was hoping you were gonna bring that up.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, actually, if you want to talk about that, well,
Sure, I feel like I'm signing double, like, no.
there should be 2
Certificates of
abatements.
abatements,
They
right?
should be different.
They are different. Then I've got another one. Are there copies of them in here?
Yeah, there may be copies of the
abatements
2
right
that we
here.
did last week.
Some of those I have. That one I have. All signed, and that one I have signed. So
Okay.
just pull those.
Okay, hold on, we got more here too. That's why I felt like I was having a deja vu here, like, signing, and then I've got another copy
There
of,
was two others that are new though.
yep, those are,
That one is
Right.
done. This, Bowen,
yep,
that, don't do that one.
don't do that. So,
So that's,
are we getting more copies of this? Missing
Oh,
Kathleen
yeah.
Winters?
those two other, you don't have the new ones.
They're here.
They're in the
So-
signature folder.
I'll
Okay,
take those.
Okay. I'll take that.
You
Did
you
I
already
sign
signed them
those?
last
'Cause
Yeah.
it
You
looked
did.
like
2 weeks ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
I've got a couple in this one that need,
yep.
For
Need you.
signatures? Okay.
Okay. All right.
Those are done.
There you go, Jen.
Okay,
I'm gonna toss a piece of tape on the one
All right.
where it starts.
I didn't go deep enough, huh?
Nope. And I may have gone too far.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I
okay.
didn't go through the
There-
package.
there's-
Yeah.
You can double check if there's more than one, yeah. So, last week, the elected board of the Piper Fund met and were also appointed to the Elijah Fox Fund, and the, is Benson here?
Yeah, right?
The financial institutions were notified and gave us the information that they needed to get these people on board, and they took all the paperwork and are going through everything to see how it is they can best distribute money, and it'll benefit the town, so.
Do have a couple updates on that.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Sherry Hasty contacted UBS,
Mm-hmm,
and we need a letter from the select board saying that those individuals have been appointed so they can have access to the account, basically, to talk to UBS.
that they've been appointed.
Yep,
Okay,
so-
for Elijah?
For,
For
UBS.
Piper also, they're
Well,
Piper.
no.
It's
Piper's not
UBS.
appointed.
What's
UBS is Piper. I think.
Right,
Piper.
it is,
It's for
yeah.
Piper.
So
Yep.
weren't they elected?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, so we don't appoint them. They're elected.
But they needed a letter from,
To get access to the UBS portal.
isn't that
Right.
interesting? Okay.
They need a letter from the select board.
UBS
Okay.
does?
Yes.
Okay.
So we can, as long as you're okay with it, because technically it should come from you.
Let me
Be-
talk to Sherry,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
Okay,
look at
yeah,
it again. She
yeah.
also emailed me a form that they all need to sign from UBS, so,
Okay.
I will roll that out to them, because they're gonna have to come in and sign that as well, so.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah. One thing is very well protective. That's
Thank-
for sure,
Right,
which
that's
is
a
a
good,
good
I was gonna say,
thing.
that's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
It's a
thing.
very good thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
I like the way you make your A's.
So I'll email everybody to come in and see you. Perfect.
Okay, there's some down a ways and towards the back that need signatures.
More
I
signing.
took the tape off. I thought it was just me.
Yeah, when it gets to like the electric bills, I think that's when it needs yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need copies of all of these anyway. To, get the grant money for
Yeah.
all the ads, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Jeff, do you have anything?
Two things. Did we get the tire bill yet, for disposal of the tire?
I don't believe so.
Okay. And the follow-up question on that is, since we get taxed on those tires, a tire tax by the state for disposal fee, can't we ask the state again if we can have some of that money?
Oh, we can ask, sure.
I know they said, the last time I asked, I was told by the select board member that it just goes into the highway fund, but it really shouldn't. That if we're paying a tax for a disposal fee tax when we buy tires, we should be able to get some of that money, because we just dispose of those tires.
You'd think, but I think they're gonna say again, well, people should turn their tires in when they get new ones.
Well, I don't think the tax goes towards the retailer.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just a
Okay.
tax that's just
Yep.
getting and not giving us, not giving us any money back.
Welcome to the real world.
I know, but
Yeah.
if all the small towns got together, maybe they could make some noise and say, hey, you guys are taxing us for these tires, and we're paying the disposal fee. We just paid to have those tires disposed of. We should be reimbursed.
Yeah. Yeah.
sounds reasonable.
Yes, that's number one. And since you mentioned the cannabis, what is the distance between the retail stores for cannabis stores? What is the setback?
750
750
feet,
feet.
property line to property line for any cannabis.
Any cannabis, so you can't really have like within 750 feet.
Correct.
Can they possibly just be denied by the planning board, go in front of the zoning board and get a variance?
No, it's not a variable thing.
It's not, so
No.
that's it, it's in,
Yeah, they can't be within 750 feet,
that's it.
period.
No exceptions.
That's correct.
Okay.
And it's property line to property line, just like our other setbacks are. Yeah,
I'm just making sure
yep,
this thing changed.
yep. Okay, very good. I think that's it, folks. Thank you. A relatively short meeting. We'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us.